The iPad Pro was released as a surprise during late March. Many people had expected that the March keynote was going to be cancelled and the highly anticipated iPad Pro 2020 would also be delayed. It was dropped quietly on their website, and quite surprisingly, it was revealed together with the very flashy and very expensive new Magic Keyboard. I've owned a first generation iPad Pro 9.7 inches since 2016, but I wouldn't call that the ultimate computer for teachers. But now, together with the new hardware and iOS 13.4, I have no doubt in my mind why every teacher should own an iPad Pro. So, without further ado, this is 6 reasons why the iPad Pro is the ultimate teacher's computer. Reason number 1, official trackpad and mouse support. While iOS 13 was released with a hidden accessibility feature to use a mouse with a cursor bigger than a pimple in a Pop-It video, iOS 13.4 has officially supported mouse and trackpad. Not only have they reduced the size of the pointer, Apple has elegantly reinterpreted what a cursor should look like. The new cursors adapt to what it hovers over. It's an elegant feature that honestly all other devices should copy, as it tells you clearly how each element on the screen will interact with your mouse click. Productivity is not the best when you're typing and you have to interrupt the flow by moving your hands from the keyboard to reach up and touch the screen. A pointer also makes it much more precise when you have to select a block of text to copy and paste. I hesitated to recommend a laptop over the iPad because I know for teachers how important it was, productivity-wise, to be able to select text and move around images to create classroom material. Reason number 2, it's cheaper than a laptop and probably faster. Oh, okay, I know some of you tech geeks are freaking out about this statement right now. Yes, I know. Of course, there are laptops cheaper or faster than the iPad Pro. But hear me out. The iPad Pro 2020 was released alongside the MacBook Air. Now, the iPad Pro starts at $799 and the MacBook Air starts at $999. However, if you get the Apple accessories with the iPad to match the MacBook, then the price starts to pile up and surpass the MacBook Air. But however, the iPad's A12Z chip is faster than MacBook's Intel chip. And together with a very competent OS, the iPad is much faster than a MacBook, especially when rendering videos. On top of all that, it does it without any active cooling. Gone are the days of noisy laptop fans blaring out heats when you're trying to finish a worksheet for the kids at 2 a.m. Performance-wise, it's hard to beat the price point of an iPad Pro. Don't forget that teachers get a nice discount at the educators page on Apple's website. To be honest, the 2020 iPad Pro isn't a significant upgrade to the 2018 iPad Pro. So if you can find someone selling the older version of the iPad Pro, or you can find a refurbished one, get it ASAP as they disappear fast from the Apple Store. It's seriously a great bargain. Reason number 3, the USB-C connector. Apple's proprietary lightning cable is somewhat of a nightmare. I mean, how many of the cables have frayed out on you over the years? Seriously, Apple? You couldn't have found a way to fix that yet? The USB-C option instantly meant an array of accessories were now compatible with my 2020 iPad that previously weren't to my 9.7-inch iPad Pro. I mean, just check this out. Okay, I know my setup right now is a bit ridiculous because I'm saving money for the new Magic Keyboard coming out at May, but you can't deny it's cool. You can hook up just about any USB-A device to the iPad through a hub. Plus, worrying about what storage options to get for the iPad is a thing of the past, as you can hook up any USB storage media to the iPad now. Transfer speeds have also increased significantly, and this is great for any teachers who are producing video materials for their students. The USB-C also allows for easy connection to a HDMI projector, or if your school has a fancy display that supports AirPlay 2 to directly mirror your screen via Wi-Fi. This can turn your iPad into a state-of-the-art interactive whiteboard with a lot of different app support. Gosh, I hated interactive whiteboards. Writing on one of those were a total nightmare with the lag and the constant need to calibrate the stupid pen. And don't get me started on the crap software they come with. So this brings us to the next reason. Reason number 4, the Apple Pencil. Any art teachers out there? Gotta draw fancy diagrams for student? Teaching online? I used to think that the Apple Pencil was an overpriced stylus. Now I think it's an amazing, but amazingly overpriced stylus. Yes, this is the most expensive pen you'll ever own unless you're a posh executive teacher. However, the second generation of the Apple Pencil was a huge improvement over the first. The refresh rate was greatly improved, which means that any lag during writing was imperceivable. And there's no need to charge the pencil like sticking a rectal thermometer up a baby's butt. I realized what a godsend the Apple Pencil was when I was forced to teach online for the first time. Annotating readings and marking student work was such a breeze. Reason number 5. It comes with free or very cheap software. I don't know why people are not raving about this. Why are people still paying for Microsoft Office? I mean, they even want you to pay a subscription so you have to rebuy that rubbish every year. Do teachers even know what new functions come with every new iteration of Microsoft Office? On the other hand, Pages, Numbers, and Keynote come for free with every iPad. It's got an uncluttered, no-nonsense UI, and it's good enough for everything I need as a teacher. If you draw, an amazing app called Procreate is just $9.99, and every time they update with new features and functions, it's for free. You don't have to buy a new copy every time you want new features on it. Same goes for LumaFusion, which costs just $19.99 at the time of making this video. It has everything I need to edit videos, including this one. Compare that to Adobe Premiere, which costs $19.99 every month. We're underpaid teachers, not underpaid editors at a fancy film studio. So even with less features, LumaFusion is a steal. If you're teaching students how to make their own film, there's no better software. There's also iMovie, which is for free, which is great for absolute beginners. Explain Everything Whiteboard, Affinity Photos, and so many other apps are out there. If you compare them to a PC counterpart, there's just no contest. Reason number 6, Apple products last for a long time. My first Apple device ever was the iPod Touch from 2008. It still works to this day when I need a separate music player. There's a miserly school I used to work for who are still using the first ever iPad to teach students how to make movies. I thought no way iMovies could run on a first-gen iPad without rendering slowly or crashing all the time. But Apple is the true king of optimizing software for their hardware. I was in awe at how well my students filmed and edited a short film on an antique device. To sum up, while the iPad Pro may not have all the functions of a traditional laptop, it certainly has all the features most teachers need. It even excels over a laptop because it has the superior versatility to be either a simple tablet, a laptop, or even work as an interactive whiteboard. Do you agree, disagree, or have any other questions? Please let me know in the comments section. If you're interested in more tech videos related to teaching, please like and subscribe to this channel.